Today, Tuesday, the 25th of February 2025, we have some hand-picked match predictions to share with you, which of course will be backed up by some stats and analytics to help you make your picks in this list to boost your winning by a greater percent. And to those of you who want to have access to our hand-pick event, which we share to members only, as well as our top-notch bet class tutorials for you to take your winning to the next high, then of course you want to make sure to subscribe as a member of either the level 2 pro plan or the level 3 master plan to have access to these features to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video description. And before we proceed to the event of today, I want to say congratulations based on Sunday's event for all the games we predicted ended as a win. So we all registered wins. And I will share with you all the results of the event before proceeding to games of today. So let's proceed. On Sunday, we had a total of 8 games which we shared with you, and all these 8 games were very successful. We did not share any events on Monday because we did not see any events that were safe for you. So we just skipped the yesterday's, that is Monday's pick. So today, Tuesday, we have games to share. So these are the games we had on Sunday, which were all successful. In the first event, we looked at Spain in the La Liga, Atletico de Bilbao against Valladolid. We said that the home is going to win, and we also said that there will be the possibility of much goals, at least 1.5 or 2 goals over. It ended at 7 against 1, the home leading, and 1.5 or 2 goals over was successful. So congratulations. In the next, we looked at Belgium in the Jupiter Pro League, Club Brugge against Saint Sandat-de-Lech. Now we look at goals probability for this particular event as well. 1.5 or 2 goals over, it ended as 3 goals, making it successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at Germany in the Bundesliga, Leipzig against Heidenheim, where we looked at 1.5 or 2.5 going full time. It ended as 4 goals, making it successful. In the next, we looked at Spain in the La Liga, Elche against FC Cartagena, and we said that the home Elche will lead. We also look at the fact that there will be 1.5 or 2 goals over. All the cases were true, successful, and congratulations. In the next, we looked at Netherlands in the Eredivisie, Ajax against Go Ahead Eagle, where we said Ajax is going to lead. We also said that there will be at least 1.5 goal here in full time. Both cases were true. It was successful. In the next, we looked at Austria in the second league, Horn against Red. We looked at 2 picks here, saying that Red is going to lead, that is the away team, or to give the away team a double chance. The cases were true, Red lead, making it successful. Congratulations. In the next, we looked at in the Thai League, where we look at Bangkok against Nong Bua, and we said that Bangkok will lead. It ended as 1 against 0, making it successful. In the next, we looked at Spain in the La Liga, Real Madrid against Girona. We said that the home will lead, and we also look at least 1.5 going full time for this case. All were true, making it successful. And these were some of the events we had. And of course, we had some games to now share with you. So Sunday was excellent. Congratulations to you all. And now let's proceed to the event of today. Looking at the event of today, before we proceed, I have a quick announcement to make. If you come here to the front page of our channel, titled as the home, as you can see here, you'll notice that we provide game predictions to members only in terms of corner kicks, goals picks, and as well as match prediction tutorials. Once you're a member of the level 2 or the level 3 master, you have access to these features to take your winning to the next level. Of course, for you to access this, you want to make sure to follow the link below this video to become a member so that you're going to be accessing our handpick event as well as top-notch match prediction classes. For example, if you're a member of the level 2 pro plan, you're going to have access to the level 2 pro classes where you have access to the live match corner kick strategy step by step for consistent win. You also have access to the winning strategy which we have revealed to members only, as well as never seen soccer bet prediction strategy which you have never seen that will amaze you. We have another one, a straight win and comeback strategy for you to use, tactical straight win and goals probability strategy that you have never seen before, followed by a 99% win rate strategy for you to use to boost winning and move your win to the next height. Once you're a member of the level 2 pro plan, you have access to all of these tutorials in one place. I'll put the link below so that once you subscribe as a level 2 member, you will just go below this video, click on the link, and have a watch on all of this tutorial and start taking your winning to the next height. But if you are a member of the level 3 master, you have access to even more top-notch tutorials titled as the level 3 master classes, where you have access to the top secret AI tool we use for match prediction, straight wins and goals probability, corner kick, game changer prediction strategy that reveal our top secret website we use for corner kicks, predictions and picks, followed by the 6 amazing AI tool we use, as well as the home and away match prediction strategy step by step, and the 2.5 goal strategy to beat the bookies and win even more. Also, if you come here to the front page of our channel here, you also notice that if you browse to the video section tab and click on it here, you will scroll to this section where you're going to see match prediction strategy, which we also shared for free. For example, if you scroll along this page, you will see, for example, the top 5 prediction app being compared, where we explain some of the apps you can use as well as the features to use for your advantage. Followed by, we have another one, which is expert tips for match predictions. As you can see, expert tips, winning strategy, which we have reviewed. You can also make sure to watch this. It is free to see how you can use some of the tips we have explained. Followed by another one, which we recommend 5 hidden Sofascore features to make more win. Of course, we have explained some of the 5 hidden features of Sofascore you never knew before to take advantage of it and start to find your picks and include in your sleep. And looking at all of this, you can benefit from all what we have to share. Becoming a member gives you a top edge to start taking your winning to the next height. So you want to make sure to join other members and benefit from these strategies. So without wasting time, let's begin with the first event of our today's pick. Looking at the first event, we are looking at Saudi Arabia in the Saudi Professional League, Al Hilal against Al Kholood. For this event, the recent performance of the home Al Hilal proved to be very offensive, especially in the SPL. You can see against Riyadh 1-against-1, scoring 4 goals, and 9 goals in each event based on the recent gameplay they have had. Comparing to that of its opponent, Kholood, on the other hand, they are very conceding. The defensive strength is very weak, allowing for much, that is, teams to score goals with a weak defensive line. Looking at the stance in terms of the recent gameplay they have had, the home team, in terms of the form by home, have proved that they are very good. They sit on the second place on the table, scoring 21 goals in 5 games played and 4 lead. A very high offense with a good defense. But its opponent, on the other hand, in terms of the recent event they have had, have proved that the offensive line is average with a defense that is not very tight. And looking at everything here, we look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the home have proved to be very offensive, scoring 4 goals in each event. Since the defensive line of its opponent is not very tight, we looked at the fact that there will be goals here and the home to lead. And since the away also have an offense which is average, they also want to improve for this gameplay. And looking at both sides to try to impress, shots on and off target will increase, resulting to goals probability. So look at least 1.5 goal in full time as one of the major picks, and also looking at least the home to lead in full time. These are our 2 major picks. 1, the home to lead. 2, at least 1.5 goals in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Saudi Arabia in the professional league, but this time Wehda against Nassr. For this event, the recent performance of the home, Wehda have proved that they concede too much. 4, 2, and 3. The strength of conceding power at home is very, very loose. So they concede very much. Nassr, on the other hand, have proved to be very offensive, especially in the SPL, where they scored 3, 2, 3, and many goals in each event. They have also recently just had game in the CL, that's the AFC Champions League. Of course, looking at the stand performance in terms of the recent event they have had, the form of the away by recent gameplay they have had, prove that they are good, scoring 10 goals in 5 events and 7 conceded goals. Good offense, but the defense is not very tight. That of its home, on the other hand, have proved that in terms of the recent event they have had by home, the defensive strength is weak, allowing it for goals probability. And looking at this, want to look at 2 major picks here in full time. For this particular event, the defensive strength of the home have proved that they are loose in defense. And since they will have a high striking power, scoring 2 to 3 goals in each event, of course, we look at goals probability. 1.5 goal in full time as one of the major pick, or 2 goals over. Looking at the next event, we looked at Czech Republic in the Cup Sparta Prague against Dukla Prague. In the recent events by Sparta Prague in the first league, especially in the first league of Czech Republic, have proved that they are very offensive, scoring 2-3, and have also had games in the club friendly as well as in the Champions League itself, where their performance have proved to be good in the club friendly and recent event they have had in the first league of Czech Republic. Its opponent Dukla Prague, on the other hand, have not been great in the first league and also in the Conference League, where they concede too much number of goals. And looking at the strength of these two, also the recent head-to-head they have had, Sparta Prague play at home and lead by 2-0. This time, Sparta Prague still have a very good form and they are coming at home and want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, this is a cup, and Sparta Prague have proved to have a very great offense in the recent gameplay they have had, especially in the club friendly and also in the first league of its particular tournament. As a result, since the away also have proved that the defensive line is not very great, especially in the club-friendly games they have had, they have been very loose in defense. And this is a cup where Sparta Prague want to impress the most. As a result, we want to look at Sparta Prague to lead this match in full time as one of the major picks, as well as the possibility of at least 1.5 goals in full time. This is our two major picks. One, Sparta Prague to lead, and two, at least 1.5 goals in full time. Looking at the next, we looked at Scotland in the Premiership, Celtic against Aberdeen. The recent performance of Celtic in the recent gameplay they have had have proved that they are very offensive. Looking at the stance of Celtic, the recent events, especially in the Premiership, have proved that they are very good, scoring 3 goals, 5 goals, and 6 goals in each event. The striking power is very high. That of Aberdeen, on the other hand, is also a good striking team, scoring 2 goals and 3 goals in each event. Looking at the recent head-to-head which they have had, Celtic played at home, Aberdeen at away, and they lead by 6-0. The performance of Celtic recently in terms of strength is still very offensive. And looking at the form of Celtic by the recent gameplay they have had, Celtic seems to top here, sitting on the first place with a very great offensive strength with maximum defense. They have scored 18 goals in 5 games played and 5 wins to prove that their offensive line is very good, but the defense is very tight. And looking at that of its opponent, on the other hand, the defensive strength of Aberdeen is not very tightened, and the offense is just average, especially when they go at away. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at two major picks here in full time. For this particular event, Celtic, which is the home, have proved to be very offensive in the recent event they have had. The strike rate of Celtic is very offensive, and also the recent head-to-head they had against Aberdeen, they lead by 6-0. This time, Celtic have the maximum offense and maximum defense, scoring up to 18 goals with an average score rate of above 3. They prove that the offense is very great. And since the defensive line of its opponent is not very tightened, we look at Celtic to take advantage of the weak defense of the away. Within maximum offense of Celtic, we want to look at it to lead. Also, the possibility of goals here, at least 1.5 goal in full time, is the next pick. Also, since the away team will also want to impress, trying to block some of the shoot caused by Celtic, due to its very high offensive strength, Celtic will cause corners. I will therefore look at 6.5 corner kicks, 7.5 corner kicks in full time, as well as 8 corners, with the possibility of Celtic to have between 2 to 4 corner kicks in full time. Therefore, we looked at 3 major picks here. 1, Celtic to lead. 2, at least 1.5 go in full time. 3, the possibility of either 6.5, 7.5, or 8.5 corners. And 4, the possibility of Celtic to have between 2 to 4 corners in full time. These are all our major picks for this particular event. Looking at the next, we looked at England in the Premier League, Chelsea against Southampton. The performance of Chelsea in recent events they've had have proved that they are very offensive, scoring 2, 3, and 2 goals, 5 also in terms of the game they have had, especially at home. Southampton, on the other hand, is not a very defensive team, especially when they go at away, with a defensive line that concedes too much of goals. With recent events they have had conceding 3, 3, and 2 goals in each event. The stand performance in terms of the recent performance of the home by Chelsea in the home play have proved that they sit here on the fifth position, scoring 10 goals in 5 events, conceding 7. Looking at its opponent, Southampton, on the other hand, in terms of recent events they have had, Southampton have proved that the defensive line is not very strengthened, but the offense is almost as average as compared to that of the home. And looking at everything in place, we want to look at 2 major picks in full time. For this particular event, the home Chelsea have proved to be very offensive, especially when they come at home. And since the away team have proved that the defensive line is not very tight, and the fact that they are not good at the way, they try to concede too much at the way, they also want to impress at the same time. As a result, we want to look at least the possibility of 1.5 going full time. And since Chelsea have also proved to be very good, especially when they come at home, we also want to look at the fact that Chelsea will lead. So we have two major picks here. One, Chelsea to lead. Two, at least the possibility of 1.5 goals in full time for this particular event. And to those of you who want to have access to our hand-picked events, which we share to members only, as well as top-notch match prediction tutorials, which we share to members of the Level 2 or Level 3 Pro Master, then you want to make sure that you join to become a member also, to add to other members who are benefiting from all of these features to take your winning to the next height. To those of you who want to join, the link is below this video. You want to make sure to go ahead to join to become a member and start to take your winning to the next level. Good luck and see you again in the next upload, and bye-bye for now.